Please welcome Robin Adelson, the Executive Director of the Children's Book Council and Every Child a Reader, to remind us why we're here and to present the next award. Robin! Robin!
That's okay. Thank you. Thank you, Kate. I'm not going to make a John Sheska joke either. I'm sorry. I've been trying to think of a good fire joke, but the Twitterverse is ablaze with fire jokes tonight. So none from me. Not even, and my children will appreciate, not even a fire hashtag. So we're here tonight to celebrate children's books and reading and to raise money for a dynamic literacy organization. You've heard a lot of people talk tonight and recognize Children's Book Council for these awards, and it's really important that you recognize these awards are a co-sponsored effort between Children's Book Council and Every Child a Reader. And in fact, you are here tonight as part of a fundraiser to raise money for Every Child a Reader. Every Child a Reader is dedicated to instilling a lifelong love of reading in children. We do this by creating and administering programs that promote the joy of reading. Programs like Children's Book Week, the Children's Choice Book Awards, and the National Ambassador for Young People's Literature. Tonight, these three programs converge. The Children's Choice Book Awards Gala is a highlight of Children's Book Week, and our host, as you now all know, is the reigning National Ambassador for Young People's Literature, the incomparable Kate DiCamillo. And isn't she brilliant? Yes, yes you are. The most humble national ambassador we've ever had. Right, John? Right. Hashtag John joke. For those of you who don't know, and trust me, some people in the audience don't know, so those of you who do know, be patient. For those of you who don't know, Kate rose to power in January. Her platform is Stories Connect Us, and she is traveling across the country, bringing communities together through story. Hashtag National Ambassador, hashtag All Hail Queen Kate. One of the ambassador's many duties is to participate in Children's Book Week. Now in its 95th year, Children's Book Week is, I can also pick on John for this, but I won't. But I can pick on a lot of you for this because I do make you recite it pretty regularly. So if you feel the urge to say it with me, please do. Children's Book Week is the longest running national literacy initiative in the country. For the first time this year, Children's Book Week official events are being celebrated in every state of the Union. All 50 states. In close to 90 cities. Children's Book Week is commemorated by a fancy poster designed by the fanciest of illustrators, Robin Price Glasser, and distributed to schools and libraries across the country free of charge, and a fun and creative downloadable bookmark designed by the amazing Steve Jenkins, available at bookweekonline.com, the official Children's Book Week website. During this year's Children's Book Week, the American Booksellers Association is celebrating its Indie's First Storytime Day, where children's book authors are going into stores, bookstores on Saturday to read to children. One of our favorite companion nonprofits, First Book, is launching its next Stories for All initiative this week to promote diversity in books. Dogo Books is launching an enormous summer reading program. A building on East 88th Street in New York City was designated a literary landmark this morning in honor of Bernard Weber and the house on East 88th Street. Yeah, Lyle Crocodile was there to celebrate. Bad Kitty just celebrated her 9th birthday, and winners of the 7th annual Children's Choice Book Awards are in the process of being announced. Big things happen during Children's Book Week. Many thanks to the sponsors of Children's Book Week and tonight's gala, and to our Children's Book Week committee, co-chairs Charisse Mulatto and Sandy Roston, and their fantastic team, Dominique Semina, Jennifer Corcoran, Joan Lee, Anna McKean, Lisa Moralita, Shanta Newlin, Nicole Russo, Allison Verost, and Matt Zoni. And a round of serious applause, please, for the unbelievable and extremely small staff of Every Child a Reader and Children's Book Week. It is a shared small staff. Children's Book Week point person, Shayna Burkhead, whose determination and laser-like focus made 50 states a vision and a reality. Nicole Deming, who has made sure that Children's Book Week is known and celebrated across the country through tweets, pins, posts, tumbles, and the creation and running and maintenance of our websites. Matt Poulter, who controls the National Ambassador calendar and made sure to include this gig on Kate's schedule. Matt and the amazing Ayanna Coleman keep the CBC running and maintain the highest of quality in all of our programs and services when the rest of this tiny team is focused on Children's Book Week. None of these programs could run the way they do without the strong, lean staff of Every Child a Reader and the CBC. My staff. Hashtag Dream Team. Hashtag We're closed on Monday. Hashtag Thank you. Now, a word about the Children's Choice Book Awards. This program empowers children, entertains them, and gets them excited about reading all at once. To give children a choice and to give them a voice is an honor. And to run the only awards program in books where all of the winners are selected by children and teens of all ages is a responsibility we take most seriously. This program gives kids and teens a voice even before voting opens to select the winners. Close to 20,000 children and teens across the country select the finalists in 4 of our 6 categories. Finalists for Author of the Year and Illustrator of the Year are selected based on consumer buying habits. In all cases, in all categories, we count on children and teens to select the winners. We endorse and support the right of children and teens to connect with the books they choose. We are most grateful to all of you tonight for supporting Every Child a Reader. But there's so much more that Every Child a Reader can do, and that means we need more from you. Our goal is to ultimately expand Children's Book Week programming to every city in every state. You can help us reach that goal by making a contribution today. Many of you came here tonight on tickets purchased by your companies. We are so grateful to your companies for purchasing those tickets. But we're hoping each one of you will internalize and personalize the message of Every Child a Reader. With your help, we can further our cause. With your help, our mission can become our name. Our name can become our mission. Our name and our mission are the same and should be the same. I have no idea what I wrote. But basically, the mission, the name, it's all to make Every Child a Reader. Please use the donation envelopes that were used to identify your seats. A little goes a long way, and we thank you in advance for giving what you can.